Right, well, it's been a while since one of these, but again, World Cup's been non-stop. My videos on this channel have stopped, but I am back for another just random talk about the recent World Cup fixtures. Again, I've tried as much as possible to watch as much games as I can. Obviously, because of the time zones difference, there will inevitably be some games that I miss. That's the nature of the beast, unfortunately. So I'll start with some of the games that I found notable. We'll start with the Saturday games from last week. It's currently Monday when I'm recording this. Notable result, I guess the most notable result here was Brazil 3-0 versus Haiti. Um, I was impressed by Brazil, but not in the fashion that I'm like, wow, there's something new about this Brazilian team that I didn't notice before that could make them World Cup champions. Um, I found their performance good, but it's expected in this match. 2 goals from Cunha, one from Vinicius. The 2 goals from Cunha, the second one was really good. He blasted it into the top corner. Brazil probably would have thought that they could have scored more than 3 and probably will be a bit disappointed that they were kept scoreless in the second half. But, I mean, a win's a win. That puts them in a pretty decent position to get to the knockouts. Scotland versus Morocco, 1-0 victory for Morocco. Morocco, again, on a really good campaign so far. But didn't watch much of this game. Caught the end, but I believe the goal was after just a couple minutes, so I missed that. Paraguay versus Turkey. Turkey are out, and that's very disappointing. Every big tournament that they enter, they are touted as dark horses, and once again, they do not deliver. Paraguay, great victory. Obviously, the main talking point here is Miguel Almiron, who was sent off for that Cristiani rule. First time we saw it in action. I think it's stupid, right? Even if he didn't say anything discriminatory or racist, don't cover your mouth, bro. It's a rule. Everyone was briefed about it. Don't do it. He probably didn't even say anything discriminatory. If he did, then it's a good sending off. But even if he didn't, that makes it all the more stupid from Almiron, and he will miss their next game. Netherlands 5, Sweden 1. Wow. Netherlands showing their muscles and their might. Sweden off a 5-1 victory themselves on the first day, or on the other side of it this time. But the Netherlands proving that they have a game plan, and it's very simple, but if it's effective, then it works. Brobbey, 2 goals. What a target man performance. He is a tank up front, and every time the Netherlands play through him, he was just unstoppable. The Netherlands, better performance than their performance against Japan, where they drew 2-2. Again, the Netherlands, man, it just feels like they are the best footballing nation that has still yet to win a World Cup. Will it be this year? I doubt it, but this was a good performance and shows that they are still a force to be reckoned with. A lot of attacking power. Brobbey, Gakpo, Malen, De Jong in the midfield. Good performance overall, but again, I don't think they are one of the top elite teams for this World Cup in terms of actually winning it. Germany 2-1 versus Ivory Coast. I didn't watch much of this game, but it's a good victory for Germany. Ecuador versus Curacao, 0-0. From what I saw, a lot of chances for Curacao and a lot of missed chances. Tunisia 0, Japan 4. Wow, Tunisia are out. What a nightmare of a World Cup for them. For Japan, another good performance. I think Japan can go deep in this tournament, but Netherlands were off it in their 2-2 draw. Tunisia were off it in this game. I'm still a bit doubtful if Japan can do this against a European elite team or South American elite team. But they've shown really good signs this World Cup. Spain 4-0 against Saudi. Again, expected result. This was what Spain should have done against Cape Verde. I watched the first 60 minutes of this game, and by then it was already 4-0. Yamal started, and he made a difference right away. As did Oyarzabal, who had a much better and much more clinical performance when you compare it to his Cape Verde performance. Saudi were just too open, 5-3-2 formation, but with the tempo that Spain played at, and with the one-on-one ability of Lamine Yamal, yeah, it was just too much for Saudi's backline. And also, Saudi played a little bit of an aggressive press, more aggressive than Cape Verde's, and I think Spain just played through that. I think Spain will struggle more against teams that pack the penalty box rather than teams that actually trying to get at them. And there were moments in this game where Saudi got at them, and yeah, they got played through. The first goal, for example, Very high line. Oyarzabal makes a smart run in behind. The cutback to Lamine Yamal was great, and it's 1-0. Belgium nil, Iran nil. What the heck is going on with Belgium, man? These guys are supposed to be dark horses. 2018, very close. 2022, not quite, but they always had that dark horse mentality. They could always push and get to the knockouts. Now I'm even doubting if they can get that far. A red card. Iran could have won this game with a clever free kick, but Taremi was just offside. So Iran will be the happier of these two teams. Again, Uruguay 2, Cape Verde 2. Cape Verde showing a lot of promise in this World Cup. Uruguay, second draw in this group stage. This group opened up for that second place spot. I didn't watch much of this game, but Uruguay will be vastly disappointed. And then you have New Zealand 1, Egypt 3. New Zealand scored first, but Egypt were just on it in that second half. Salah's goal was great. Played a smart 1-2 for that go-ahead goal, and then Trezeguet just killed it. New Zealand, again, because they went 1-0 up, I think they'll be disappointed, but I think this result overall is expected. So there you have it. Those were the recent matches. A lot that I missed out on for these videos, but those were the ones that I found notable over the past couple days. Matches tonight are very interesting as well. We have at 1 a.m. later, Argentina versus Austria. Should be a good game, but I'm going to give this one to Argentina, obviously. Messi is on a mad one. We have France versus Iraq. Now, this one might get delayed, I read online, because of thunderstorms in the area, so I don't know if I'll be watching this or not. If it does get delayed, I have a bigger chance of watching it because it's at 5 a.m. my time zone. Tomorrow, 8 a.m. my time, Norway versus Senegal. That should also be a good game. I will not miss that. I'll watch that one. And then tomorrow's day closes out with Jordan versus Algeria. Should also be a good game. I think Algeria have that one. The standout game for this one for me is Norway versus Senegal. I can't really split that. Should be a good game. So yeah, those are the games coming up for tomorrow. What I did realize is within this week, I think it starts on Wednesday, we will have 6 matches per day. I cannot wait. But that's it for this video. Thank you for tuning in. I hope that I can be more consistent with these World Cup reviews. Thank you for watching. Stay tuned for more videos.